Okay, so 2016 was kind of a bad year for the world. I mean, everyone seems to agree that. But when it comes to theater in the UAE, not so bad actually. 2016 was a pretty good year. We had a lot of great things happen. So I think we should just tell them what was great about theater in 2016 in the UAE.
So my first pick would be the Dubai Opera House. Arguably the biggest thing to happen to theatre here in Dubai. You can disagree if you want to, but you'll just sort of smile in a kind of pitying kind of way, because that's just the way we feel. It has brought some world-class productions. We've had Les Mis performed in a venue suitable to an amazing production like that. It has brought much needed attention to the industry here in Dubai and also around the UAE. Yes, the tickets are expensive, but it does mean that you have a choice of how to spend your weekend and how to spend your money. You can either blow it every weekend, you can save up, go once or twice a year. It's a beautiful night out.
Now, many of you guys may have been to Serkal Avenue. It is the hub for the arts here in Dubai and really is a mainstay of the whole art scene in the UAE. And they have been playing host to a number of different performing arts and theatrical events. The fridge has been there for a while, but 2016 marked the opening of a new expansion in Serkal Avenue. Towards the beginning of the year and at the very end of 2015, they had a whole number of spaces move in, like the Jam Jar, which has been part of the scene for a long time. And the Jam Jar has had a number of great events this past year. The space that I would highlight is the Junction in Serkal Avenue. It opened up in the new section at the end of 2015, but it has been open now for more than a year, and they have played host to everything from a streetcar named Desire to the whole short and sweet festival, not the whole bit, but most of it, and even everything all the way to locally written community productions, full-length productions that are locally written and even locally based. That is a big deal for Dubai. That's a big deal for the UAE scene. It's kind of a first here. So congratulations to the Junction and to all of them, but it's really a big win for the rest of the theater scene, to be honest. I should also give a shout out here to the Courtyard Playhouse just across the street from Serkal Avenue. They have played host to a number of different improv events throughout the year. Basically any Monday through Wednesday that you go to the Courtyard Playhouse throughout the year, you are going to find an amazing event going on. So they really have kind of stepped up the game in 2016 and they really kept it going.
2016 also saw the rise of non-traditional theatre. Really obvious in the production of Romeo and Juliet, arguably one of the biggest events of the year. Promenade, theatre, immersive. The actors were on the roof of the Mall of the Emirates. I mean, you don't get much more original than that. Another example was Pickups, which was held in a nightclub. It completely worked because let's be frank. A lot of time the young people in Dubai spend most of their time in nightclub. So it was a really good way to really get an audience into a venue that they're probably more comfortable with and force feed them some culture. Just a little bit of a disclaimer there, Phil was in both of those. We're not biased here, it's just a very small community here. Speaking of which, 2016 actually saw a bit of a blur between community theatre and professional theatre. Both of those productions that I mentioned had professional trained actors that have, worked professionally all around the world, semi-professional actors and non-professional actors. And that is a really important point here, because if we are going to have a sustainable industry here, we need plays with great actors.
So some weird things happened in 2016 too. DUCTAC, the Dubai Community Theatre and Arts Centre, is so inappropriately named, especially as of 2016. They had a great moment there back in the spring when they brought in Alex Bruin, the prolific playwright and known face around the scene, someone who is no stranger to the stage. They brought him in as general manager. Now this really, really boded well. You got into DUCTAC and you got this new sense of life that came into the space. The brand started to make sense, and within a few months he was gone. We have no idea what the board at DUCTAC is doing, but basically they just nailed their own coffin in 2016. And it's too bad too, because we would honestly be the first ones there trying to save them if they were to actually die, because they have a great staff, they have good facilities overall for theater, and, well, They actually have good resident groups there. They also have good pieces still being brought in. Emma's review of the complete works of William Shakespeare abridged is there, and that was a good one. It was a good one, but unfortunately the board of directors at DuckTac does not know what they want. They never have. For the last 10 years that they've been operating, they have had God knows how many GMs, and whole times when they don't have a GM. Get your crap together, DuckTac, because seriously, it's about time that a place in Mall of the Emirates with such a good location should do well. It should be doing something for community theater here. It should be doing something for professional theater here. Well, you got the Opera House now, you got the Junction now, you got everyone else. What the heck are you gonna do? You better step up your game. 2016 basically nailed the coffin for DuckTac, but 2017 could be a hopeful year for them. Let's see.
Now, I know that we tend to focus a little bit on Dubai too much. It's purely because most of the performing arts events are happening here in Dubai. Not all of them though, and Abu Dhabi really cemented themselves as a game player. In fact, the Arts Centre at NYU in Abu Dhabi were the first venue to announce an entire season. The Opera House did not, DuckTac did not, Courtyard did not, actually no one else did, so hats off to them. And all their new venues that are opening in 2017, I'm so excited to see. So that's a really one to watch. The rest of the Emirates, Sharjah has so many Arabic-speaking events, literary festivals, storytelling festivals. Elaine has got upstage entertainment. We really saw at the end of year these events truly starting to make more of a presence. So long way to go, but so exciting.
2016 also saw the rise of the critic. Now, it is amazing to see that art criticism and arts critique is actually happening around the country now. You can even look in the print media as well as some online media and even TV and start to see them getting a little bit more critical about the arts. And of course, we are talking a little bit, actually pretty much entirely, about ourselves here. We do think that it's important that there's actual criticism on the scenes now. Having this criticism is going to help because, for one, we as audiences actually get better theater when there's critics out there. It means that productions are being held to a higher standard. It means that we as an audience can sit in a production or a play, a stage show, something, anything, and you're gonna actually see something that's worth seeing. Or you at least have someone who will tell you it's worth seeing. Hopefully that will continue in the next year, and hopefully we will continue doing that as well. So let's see what happens with that. So that's what we think are the biggest pieces of news in the theater world of the UAE for 2016. Let us know what you think, if you disagree, if you think we were completely wrong.
Please comment below. We really want to know your opinions and what you think.
Every week we have new episodes coming out about what's coming up in the theater world, and as well as what our reviews are of the past week.
Don't forget to check out our calendar. It's all up to date with what we think is a comprehensive rundown of what's going on across the UAE. CamelStub.com.
For the Camel Stub, I am Phil.
And I'm Emma.
See you next time. I'm gonna do that one again.
Okay.
Because I rambled a lot on that one. I have some things to say about DuckTac.
Yeah, I got
have
that.
some things to say. Get your shit together. Can I say that?